Alright, so basically, Niles and I are pretty big MMA and UFC fans in general. We like boxing even. This year, I'm a Sean O'Malley fan. It hasn't been great for UFC. I think he's got 2 losses on the year, I'm pretty sure. Not great at all. So, to kind of, make the pain feel a little bit better, we're going to react to some awesome UFC knockouts today. So,
yep.
Let's get into it.
Let's go. Best knockouts of 2025.
I wish it showed the round.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, and an uppercut.
Maybe it will. Maybe it's just this one.
Ooh.
Out here, it's any
I've always
man's
wanted to
game
go
at
to one of
this
these,
point. Nicholas
but it's
Dalby
just
landing
deep.
and Randy
It costs
Brown
some
hurt all of the Barnes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. Right there,
Oh,
right across the
That's
jaw.
ridiculous.
Gosh.
That's like a UFC 5 right there. Okay, this one shows it.
Now he's trying to answer back, but he's still
Pushed up against the cage.
I haven't heard of either of these guys, even to be honest.
Halfway through the round, a body shot.
Oh, jeez.
That was pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the best UFC knockouts I've seen have always been on Dana White's Contender Series.
Yeah,
Not the
they
Contender
have some
Series,
good
but
ones on there.
the undercards as well. Like, I feel like championship fights usually disappoint.
He was looking good here, though.
I don't know why.
I don't know if they usually disappoint, but
Pretty
sometimes
often.
they do.
Oliveira wasn't a championship fight, was it? He got stuff
Yeah,
like
it was.
That's probably not a sleeper fight though.
No, that wasn't.
If you paid for it though, like I'd be pretty pissed.
If you bet on Oliveira, then that's terrible. But if you didn't, then it's a great fight.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be kind of mad though if I paid $5
Yeah,
for a ticket and he got knocked out right away.
I thought you were saying pay-per-view. I was about to say pay-per-view's not that expensive.
No,
Yeah.
it's like $75. It's still expensive.
Still going.
Yeah.
What a fight.
The first
Dude, I always think leg kick knockout. Leg kick knockouts. We're gonna have to put that out. Leg kick knockouts are the nastiest thing in all of MMA.
Boom, straight to the chin.
I think elbows are pretty dirty because
Jon Jones, bro.
Yeah, the 12-6 elbows are just. I mean,
he's not sure what to do.
they're legal again now and they're crazy.
Dude, I don't know if it's gonna be on here. I don't know if it's 2025, but Jon Jones is not going against Steve. It was ridiculous. The TKO was
I can't remember if that was 2025 or not.
I can't either, but dude, kick to the ribs, bro.
Oh, that was bad.
That would hurt for you.
That's about as textbook
That
as
would
it
hurt
gets
for
right
anybody.
there.
Well, yeah, but it would especially hurt for you.
Why?
Watch that one again.
You're like 3% body fat.
It would hurt for anybody.
I know, but it would especially hurt for you. What is that then? GameStop chicken? Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, jeez. I'm not gonna lie, he was still kind of up.
Wait, why is he allowed to wear the knee pads?
Here's the big right.
You see that?
What are you talking about?
He's wearing knee pads.
He kept
It's a
reaching,
brace.
Joe. He kept
Shouldn't be allowed to
reaching.
wear that.
And Yuri finally timed him enough to...
Yeah, and they're just generally not used to fighting southpaws anyway.
Oh, God. Yeah, I like how most people talk about MMA like they can do it. Like, they're like, yeah, dude, this guy needs to stay low. Like, no, you get your ass knocked out in 3 minutes. At the most.
Look, he eats it. Left hand, right overhand to follow it up. And
Yeah,
that's
realistically,
because you saw
like,
Medic run straight back. Look at this. Watch
if
how
you go into the
Medic
ring
moves
as
straight
anyone in
back
the UFC
a
that's
straight
in like
line.
your
He was
same
on his
weight
way to
class,
curling out, and that's why
you're
the
getting
right
slept
hand
in like 30 seconds.
Or
Or if they're a grappler, or if they're like a big grappler, then you're gonna get you'll be done by submission.
I don't think there's one person in the United States that can beat Tommy Aspinall in a match.
just saw
In an
everything,
MMA
saw
match.
blood in the water, and he just didn't
I think
stop
Jon Jones would beat him.
Well, he's
Throwing
retired
him.
now, so
till he got
technically.
I think I saw a tweet that he's thinking about coming back.
Really?
I don't know if that's. I don't know. If
Dude,
it's
maybe
real.
he'll fight at the White House whenever they do that deal.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty crazy.
Dude, I
He's
would love
actually-
to see that fight.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if there's going to be tickets available just because it's at the White House, though.
Yeah.
Maybe, because it's the 250th anniversary, I'm pretty sure.
job by the referee of recognizing.
I don't know if that was real, but I hope it is.
No, Dana White reposted on his Instagram.
No, I mean Jon Jones coming out of retirement.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if he didn't, but I wouldn't be sad.
Dude, I just want him to fight Tom Aspinall because I know I have kind of a
He's so good.
controversial opinion, but I think Jon Jones would kill him even now.
I think Aspinall's a dog.
I think the only reason, like,
and Harris
Jon Jones doesn't have anything else to prove. Like, he's the GOAT, and
Yeah.
if you
And the
think,
ref has to
like,
Even if he loses another match, he's,
if you want to talk, if you put the steroids aside,
just throwing hands,
he's the GOAT. If you want to bring that into the conversation, then it's probably like Mighty Mouse. But
for his size, dude, Mighty Mouse.
pound for pound is probably Mighty Mouse. But
You see, threw the dude in the air and put him in the armbar at the same time. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that clip's crazy. But
Crazy.
I mean, if you put the kind of my opinion is that if Jon Jones was on steroids,
very confident, just stood
probably
his
a
ground
lot of
right off
people
the
were
bat.
too.
He knew right
Like
where he was at from the beginning of the fight.
Especially when the UFC was first, like, a thing. They didn't test that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of former UFC fighters. There's a bunch of former UFC fighters that admitted to using steroids, and it's like it's not like he was the only one doing it. So I just think that's kind of unfair because it's like people assume that he was the one person doing it.
There was definitely more.
Of course, there was more. There was
just like MLB. There's definitely been MLB players
well in the past
that have been on steroids and they just haven't
Look at
tested.
the
I
way
guarantee it.
Oh my gosh! And the way his head
And not just steroids, but like performance-enhancing drugs in general. Like like Adderall is like a one that's illegal. You actually can't take creatine in MLB, which I thought was kind of interesting. Which isn't that crazy? You can't take creatine.
that is crazy. I don't know why that's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Still young. Just slides out over the top.
But yeah, I would love
right
to
over
see
the
Jon
guard,
Jones versus Aspinall.
and the
I think the
leg
only
just
reason why he
not
retired
working
is
for
because he has
Bud
nothing
Gunn.
else.
Just found ground
He has
and
nothing
look at
else to
this.
prove,
Baits
and
him
it could
in.
only be
All
negative
right, you see it?
for him.
Now let's take a
If he
listen to that
wins,
right hand.
In close
then
on defense.
he was the GOAT before, he's the GOAT now. If he loses, then maybe somebody else steps into the conversation. So it's like,
Dude, like, Aspinall, bro, that fight would sell so many pay-per-views, bro. Aspinall versus Jones would sell the most
Starts
pay-per-views
with that
ever.
left hook and look at
Yeah,
where
I
the
think
chin
Aspinall gets
placement
killed,
was
though.
of Basharat.
You do?
And
Dude, he's so
all the
big.
mistakes with those long
Yeah, but
karate
When do you watch
styles,
Tommy Aspinall
sometimes
after this, dude?
You leave yourself open for
I
that.
think Aspinall gets
Bam.
killed.
Simone
Aspinall's
reminding everyone
crazy. Isn't he undefeated?
the wherewithal to move
Aspinall,
through
I'm
the
pretty sure
guard
he
as
is.
well.
I think he is.
Now he's working with the
Pretty sure he's
elbows.
not.
Now it's a smash and grab for Delgado in his UFC
Jon
debut.
Jones is basically undefeated. His one
Absolutely
loss
flat
was
Matthews out. Here's what
was a
dropped
move
him
that's
initially.
now
A
legal.
beautiful right hand, followed up
legal,
right into action
Oh,
here
yeah,
on
he's
the mat
lost.
with
Oh, he
there.
just lost one. Oh, he's lost 3.
yeah. I thought he had lost some.
15-3. That's still great, though.
That will do it just like that. What a debut
If you have
for
more than 10
Chicago.
wins and under 5 losses in the UFC, you're probably pretty decent.
Right to the face.
From here, I think it was a big right knee,
Yeah, probably.
left
Dude,
knee, in fact.
okay, what's the
And
most
now
fun division to
pulls
watch?
the arm away
I
there,
think
right knee.
Lightweight.
light heavyweight, because they're big, but they can still throw kicks.
Clear on the end of
I
the
like-
dome. He goes down,
Like when
he's
Jones
covering
was in
up.
light heavy.
Light heavyweight's
Kind of-
good. I think
it's
lightweight's really
understandable why
good
he
because
went
that's
down,
like
and it's understandable
I feel
why
like
he
that's the
protects
perfect balance
himself.
of like
But it's also
tons of
understandable why
stamina
the referee-
and just ridiculous like kicks and all the stuff they're able to pull off.
He's in trouble. He's got to get out
And they have a decent amount of power, so
Jeez, dude. They called that too early, I think. I don't know, he's getting the ass
Yeah,
kicked.
maybe.
I don't know.
Barrage of punches.
I think he could have maybe.
Just getting on.
I don't know, dude.
getting
That's
yet
the
another
hardest
finish.
part about being a
There's
referee in the
another right hook
UFC,
that
dude. You
lands
don't want somebody to
beautifully.
die.
Just aggression.
Bro.
and going
I mean,
for that
he looked
finish,
fine
and
there,
that's
but
what
like you can tell
Thinks
once
that
he
has
caught, he's
the
like, I'm
advantage
done
in
with
the
this.
boxing, but he truly believes that his experience at this level.
Oh my god.
The advantage.
yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, like
Oh,
like there,
he was still trying to.
yeah, like there, he may not be completely knocked out,
But you gotta see.
but you have to call that because he's just covering his head and trying to grab onto the ref, and it's
I think he maybe tried to play it off by grabbing his leg.
So we might see Sakara stop.
Maybe this is gonna be it.
I saw a video of this dude got knocked out so hard he put the ref in the leg lock.
yeah.
He's crazy.
Another big left, and now Bukowski's attacking. He's out.
Oh
That's
jeez.
some haymakers.
He's going to use a lot of pressure, and that's precisely what he
One.
did. Got
Yeah,
in the
dude.
face, went forward. That left hook was landing all
Most of
night
like the
long.
crazy
And
knockouts
then
aren't like
from here,
notable
kinda
names
like
if you really think about
Sakara's
it.
kind of last fight.
He had like over
You
10
got to be
hits.
impressed. I mean,
I would've stopped
Ivo
it before
Aslan,
that.
as powerful as he wasn't able to
I would have
actually
stopped it
completely
like
sit him down. And
right
Right there.
Just Bukaus is just putting on the
there.
pressure. Oh my God.
He basically stopped it. Hold it.
Is that Izzy? Can't see.
Yeah, he gets knocked the F out.
He does?
Yeah,
I'm a big Izzy fan, actually. I like him. Man, that was a bad one.
yeah. I saw this fight live, and it was kind of
Down.
crazy.
Look at this. Gets the hands
You
down
stayed up
low,
for it.
catches
Yeah.
him, dropping
Dude,
that
this was-
lead
that's the only
guard,
thing I don't like
and
about
then
it.
big
They
uppercut
start the
along the
pay-per-view at
fence.
like
I do
12
wish they
12
were
o'clock
earlier.
sometimes.
Going in for
Well, later than that, depending
Right
on where they're at.
on
But
I remember there was one in like
front
Saudi Arabia. There was like
from
3 in the morning. It was
Imam
or
and then
something like that.
that
Was it Sean O'Malley
uppercut.
fighting?
He needs
lost
to
to
just
Morale.
stay on RoboCop here.
The first time?
I can't
Be
remember the
careful.
exact
We
number.
were up
That's-
super late for that.
Massive gonna be it.
Yeah, that was something.
Unshakable from the top 7.
Guy's jacked.
It is a big win for the tank to go these 5 rounds. Sticking that jab, looking fantastic yet again. Unreal.
Gosh, man.
What a way to come back from that.
Okay, boxing is definitely, if you really put it into perspective, boxing is definitely more dangerous, but UFC would hurt so much more. Because boxing, you get knocked out and you get back up and you keep going and you get knocked down again.
Yeah.
But this year, you get knocked out once, you're done. But, I don't know. I'd rather box, I feel like, just because it would hurt less. Imagine getting a knee to the face, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That hurt. Especially with you.
Personally, I think I'd rather do like MMA because if all I could do is box, like I feel like it would be kind of tough for me to like knock someone out because I don't have like I don't weigh a whole lot, so I don't have like a ton of power.
I feel like though if you need me in the head, like you got me pretty good, I might die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I might die, dude.
That would be my best thing, like my elbows and my and my knees.
It's like nice. We need to edit like somebody pulling out a sword whenever we edit the video. Pulling your elbows like a sword.
Because once Bagdasarian covered up, he went to the body. Didn't want to really.
Body head sequence by Lane.
Oh my!
I will say though, if you have long hair, it makes you look like you get hit way harder.
Whoa! 10-0, just like. Look at this.
In football, especially.
Left hook.
Look at his hair.
Overhand. It was a left hook. Right hand.
Oh jeez.
Watch this. Move,
Dude,
move.
look
There
at
it is.
look at
3,
the like
2.
whiplash when he hits the floor. Boom.
Heavy shots right there.
Oh, if he would have landed that would not have been good.
Nice hook landed for Patterson. There, you see?
Red shorts
He's
is going
got power
down.
too, and he knows.
Yeah.
Oh, drops him. Right hand now for oh, he sleeps him.
Oh gosh.
Job done. Incredible. Patterson.
Dude, imagine getting your head
Right hand
pounded
because
against
Barlow
the
came in
freaking
recklessly.
canvas like
He was
that.
just
Look at
throwing
him.
hooks.
He's just pounding his head
Patterson
against the
waited and
floor.
cut right in between
Yeah,
those
the
hooks.
best
Very
UFC fight
similar
I
to
think
what
I've
you
seen
saw.
was
Look, left hook. Look at this.
I don't
right
remember
hand.
his exact
Bam.
name, but I remember Pereira was
sits him
fighting and
down.
he got kicked in the nuts.
Follows
and
it
then
up right
he
here
told the
with
ref
that
he was
hook
going
at
to
the
keep
end.
going.
Puts it
Oh, yeah.
And then he kicked the dude in the head.
Not a good visual here.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Can he survive this?
Running
I'm
away.
having a real
Oh.
hard time seeing out of that eye. That will do it.
That's how you know you need help. You're running away.
Yeah.
To keep throwing an onslaught of punches and get the finish.
Oh my
Incredible
gosh.
job by
He
Cox
did not
to
want
do
to fight
his
him.
job. It's up to the ref
Oh, he
to
keeps
stop
going.
those
Oh
situations.
man, that's funny.
Oh.
No way that guy gets knocked out.
Jeez.
Somebody get this man off
Yeah,
of me.
dude, they should have stopped that way earlier.
No, I don't think because he's not. Even when they stopped it, he's not like
Yeah, you're right.
completely out. They probably it's probably
And it
fine.
really did
Is that
wake
Green?
Kick Green up.
Is that his last name?
Oh my god! I don't know.
No.
That was disgusting. Dude, the amount of power that you can generate by like rotating your whole body.
Man, that right there would kill me, dude. That would hurt so bad. UFC actually does something really cool now, to where you can go on the website and they have this thing that you can buy, and I don't know if you got, I can't really point at it, but the black thing on the inside of the octagon, like the little thing, like, okay, I keep forgetting stuff, but where the logos are and stuff, they actually now do a thing where you can buy a spot on the logo, and like it has your name on it. So like if they fight and they gets a little bit of blood on it, they'll return it to you, and then your spot will have like you'll get like your spot back from whenever they fought. So it's
distracted Miranda. No defense.
It's kind of expensive though.
I think that's a huge waste. It's kind of cool if you have the money, but I mean,
If I was a millionaire,
if you have the money, then
Yeah.
it's whatever.
I
But
should get Jon Jones and blow him freaking.
if you're like, I don't know, I feel like that's not worth it in 99% of scenarios. Because,
It's definitely a cool idea though.
yeah, it's a cool idea.
I think sports should do that like more often. I think more. I think that'd be cool if more sports tried to implement something like that. Like football,
Man.
if they did like the white on the hashes, they should have stopped that really fast. That could mess you up, dude. You had a hard time trying to dive in there. Dude, I'd be scared too. He's throwing haymakers.
This is the jab. Big right hand drops him.
That's
Straight
crazy.
right.
How much to take a knee to the head from Jon
Watch
Jones?
this.
I don't know if there would be a number because it may be like permanent brain damage.
Might kill you.
Yeah, if it doesn't kill me,
I wouldn't do it. Just to be safe.
I wouldn't do it. I would.
Especially if it's like in your nose, dude.
I would much rather take like a punch with a glove than
clean on the
And that,
jaw.
it would still
Mike
screw
Tyson
you.
punch
Didn't really know
or Israel Adesanya kick in the face?
Is that
Prime Mike Tyson punch.
With gloves or without gloves?
Without.
Then Adesanya, because without gloves, it'll probably kill me.